since mga shifties din tayo, as we've mentioned kanina, ngayon naman, na nandito na kayo sa certain points na to sa life nyo, may mga pangarap ba kayo na binitawan?
There will be times na you will feel na parang
Sabi ko, parang I could do this for more years.
kasi after college, parang siyang emotional battle with different kinds of emotions na yeah, I'm appreciating this. I'm happy, yet
So ayun, parang nalimitahan ko yung sarili ko.
Hello and welcome to another episode here in Josh et al. For today's video, we are here with Chris and Ray.
Hello, I'm Chris, UPLB class of 2023. I graduated BS Biology. And right now, I'm on my master's era here in UP Diliman. I've been doing this for like 3 years already and I'm working on the sides.
I'm Ray. I just graduated last year, August 2025. I studied computer science. Right now, I'm working under GCash, working as machine learning operation.
Kaya nilibre niya kami
Through GCash.
through GCash. This is not sponsored, but you know,
We'd like
GCash
to be
baga
sponsored.
naman. And in this podcast, I've been doing this series kung saan I am answering questions about adulting na binigay sa akin dati ng mga students ko from UP Manila. So this episode is an answer to a question by Memphis. Ayan, shout out sa'yo. Ang sabi ni Memphis ay, what's life like after graduating? Do your goals in life start to shift as you get older? So we will try to answer all of this. I guess let's go to the video. Back then, ano yung akala nyong magiging buhay nyo after graduation?
Ako before, I thought after graduating, I would set myself up for pahinga. Pero in reality, after that duration na nagpapahinga ka, there will be times na you will feel na parang, shucks, wala akong ambag. Dapat maging contributor ka ng source of funds. Kasi tapos na yung graduation ko, tapos nang mag-sacrifice ng parents ko for tuition fees or allowance. So, there will be a shift of thoughts during that time. I don't want this message to be discouraging. Siyempre, as a student naman talaga, after college, no, parang mapapagod ka talaga kasi after yan ng graduation, ng thesis. So yes, take your time to rest. Pero forgive yourself. Don't
Love
pressure yourself when you're in that position. Kasi I know there will be people behind our back, no? Like our parents.
Siguro ng undergraduate years, I was really set on getting to med school na hindi ako mag-work. Magpupursue ako ng further studies kasi bukod doon sa goal ko na yon. Parang 2022 lang ako nagkaroon ng effective na study habit na nakapag-enjoy talaga ako sa pag-aaral. Sabi ko, parang I could do this for more years.
Yeah.
Parang hindi pa ako satisfied nung 2023 as I graduate. Ngayon, nakapasok na ako sa grad school, ganyan. Parang ayoko na.
Nakakainis.
Tapos, syempre dati binibida ng mga alums na, ay, UP ka, mabilis ka lang makakahanap ng trabaho. Ganyan. Pero I've been hearing stories from my friends, ganyan, na kahit UP sila, sabi nila mas valuable pa raw yung internship experiences, yung work experiences, and kahit UP graduate sila, nahihirapan pa rin silang umanap ng work.
Yeah.
So, siguro, huwag ka maging comfortable sa standing na, ay, UP ka, graduate ka from this university, graduate ka from Big Four. Kasi, mahihirapan ka talaga umanap ng work after graduation.
Yeah. And I think, just to touch with both of your points, kasi Ray mentioned a while back that he's lucky to have like the support of his family, and I feel like that is a blessing to have.
Yeah.
And sobrang nakakatuwa to hear stories like this. Like, at least, di ba, like, we still have responsible families, di ba? When it comes to finding a job, feeling ko ang pinaka-message yun is that wala talagang perfect formula for it. It is not solely because of an institution
Or your
but
achievement.
or your achievements as well. So maybe it's all about like timing,
Yeah.
opportunities,
Chance.
yeah. But of course, when you are in college, napakahalaga rin na tignan kung ano yung mga ginagawa mo. Kaya I resonate with your friends na sinasabi na mas may value yung internship.
Yeah.
Kasi it's one way for you to actually enhance the skills that you have. Kasi ako, I'm a believer that when you are, let's say for example, trivia, all of us are shifties.
Yeah.
I shifted from agricultural biotechnology to agriculture,
Same. ABT to bio.
ABT to bio, and
I shifted from forestry.
to ComSci,
Yeah.
which
Yeah.
are two different fields.
Yeah.
Diba? So parang shifty kaming tatlo. It means, dun pa lang sa college mismo, meron na kaming parang hinahanap na hindi ito yung para sa akin. Parang ganun, di ba? Kasi ang laging tinatanong sa akin ng mga students ko, kunwari, nung nalaman nilang shifty ako, na parang, sir, saan po ba kasi mas maraming opportunities? Sa PBT po ba? Or sa agri? Or sa ganitong field, blah, blah, blah. And I always say to them na, you know what? Opportunities, these are external factors, which means we cannot control them.
Yeah.
Diba? So what are the things that you can control? You can control your quality, the things that you can offer to the world, the things that you can offer to the companies that you will be applying for. So ayun yung mas dapat pagtuunan ng pansin. Kaya rin siguro sinasabi yun ng mga orgmates mo dati. So medyo nagkaroon na tayo ng glimpse when it comes to kung nasan sila noong after graduation. But if you could describe your life after graduation with, I think, one word or one phrase, what would that word be?
Actually, I have two eh. Okay lang ba if two?
Oo lang.
Una is roller coaster and pressure.
Kakabugin kayo mamaya.
Mine is octopus. Go. Roller coaster and
Pressure.
pressure. Okay. Expound.
Kasi after college, para siyang emotional battle with different kinds of emotions. Yeah, I'm appreciating this. I'm happy. Yet, at the same time, I'm also pressured yung second word. Kasi, you will feel that I have to contribute na ganun. Tumatantay na yung mga magulang ko. Kailangan ko na magbigay ng money from my salary. So, I have to start working na. Ganun. So, yun yung second word.
Yeah, so I think that's also a reflection of a lot of people right now, especially in this economy,
Yeah.
na anong tawag dito, we have those different types of concerns na, okay, first, paano ka makapag-give back sa parents mo? Yun nga yung sinasabi rin ni Ray na contribution sa bahay, ganyan. And everything. And as well, pressure from yourself, pressure from your peers around you. And I'm not saying na sa kanya to, maybe sa akin. Parang, kasi siya pressure din talaga is a very great battle
Yeah.
after graduation. Kasi, okay, meron ka na napatunayan, now what?
Yeah.
Parang ganun yung sa atin. How about you, Chris?
Very eye-opening yung life ko
Okay.
after graduation. Kasi, sinabi ko nga kanina, ay parang gusto ko pa.
Yeah.
Parang gusto ko pang mag-aral, ganyan. Tingnan natin kung kaya ko pa, ganyan. And na-open yung eyes ko na hindi na.
Yan yung sinabi niya kanina. Oh, go.
Hindi. Eye-opening in a sense na, may bago pa pala akong pwedeng habit na ma-form.
Yeah.
May makakamit pa pala ako ng new people. Na kasi before graduation, kinulong ko na yung sarili ko na, sige, mag-a-academe lang ako. Kasi parang gusto ko magturo, ganyan. Or gusto kong mag-graduate as MS, tas after that, mag-PhD, ganyan. But like, after graduation, nakamit ako ng new people, nakapag-form ako ng new hobby, which is badminton. I'm on the competitive side of the sport right now. So, ayun, parang nalimitahan ko yung sarili ko before graduation and ang daming nagbukas na opportunities ng doors for me. So, ayun.
I love that you touched on the things that you can still explore after graduation, because for some, graduation is the finish line.
Yeah.
But then when you cross that finish line, it is somehow the start of another
Yeah.
chapter in your life, diba? So parang,
And ayun, parang sinasabi nila, oh, you're not young enough to start something new, ganyan. So, gusto ko lang i-emphasize na you will never be old enough
yeah,
to explore and to venture things that you would like,
Yeah.
ganyan.
and I agree with that. I think ito yung major realizations whenever we sit with the thought of adulting, na habang may buhay, may pag-asa.
Kantahin mo.
It's true, actually.
And then na habang may buhay, like there are a lot of things that you can really explore in the world. Let's say, for example, I'm a huge theater fan,
Yeah.
and ever since like nung nasa high school ako, ganyan, I do different performances. I choreograph, like lahat talaga ng mga yun. But then I was forced to be in the sciences kasi here in the Philippines, kapag sinabi natin na pupunta ka sa arts, baka walang pera or what, that's a major concern. But then, right now, I actually enrolled in a theater class
Wow.
for the
Congrats.
summer. Yeah, from April to May this 2026. And it's really never too late. Ayun yung lagi sinasabi rin ng mga friends ko, na mas maganda na gawin mo na lang ng gawin kesa maging what if siya in the future. Ayun. So, not that. Since mga shifties din tayo, as we've mentioned kanina, for sure may mga changes sa naging goals natin nung college. Ngayon naman, na nandito na kayo sa certain points na to sa life nyo, ano naman yung goal nyo dati na nag-iba na ngayon? Or may mga pangarap ba kayo na binitawan? Na, okay, sige, dyan ka muna sa side, etc.
Before, parang sky's the limit. Or parang,
Defying gravity.
parang, ang goal ko, ganito, by this time, ganito.
Yeah.
After that, magiging ganito dapat ako. After 2 years, dapat gaganto na ako.
So you have like a mental map of your future.
Yes, especially when talking to other people na nasa industry na yun, parang may mga discussions about, dapat kapag nandito ka sa company na to, after 2 to 3 years, mag-hop ka na, mag-job hopping ka kasi para tumaas exponentially yung salary mo. Pero right now, to be honest, parang ang goal ko na lang is to be happy.
Yeah.
To be happy, to be
Exactly.
stable mentally, to keep my sane intact.
Yeah. I love that.
Para sa ikaliligaya mo. Rather than sa ikatataas mo, if that
Yeah.
makes sense.
Yeah.
Kasi, adulting is hard.
Exactly.
It's hard. It's money, pera pa lang, sobrang hirap na pag-usapan ng pera. And mas mahirap kapag matarik yung dadaanan mo. And given that struggles in life, parang you'd rather associate your everyday life with something na magpupush sa'yo to move forward.
Ako naman, as someone na may ADHD, I'd like to do everything all at once. Like, may naging era ako na nasa grad school ako, tapos meron akong 3 trabaho. Well, part-time lang naman yung iba, pero it still counted. Tapos, I'm still reviewing for the boards. I'm training competitively for badminton, ganyan, preparing for a tournament. And, at nung una, sabi ko, wow, nakakaya ko to, ganyan. I'm doing this, sobrang active ng brain ko, wala akong rest, ganyan. Tapos, nung natapos na yung iba sa kanila, doon ko naramdaman yung burnout.
Yeah.
Doon ko naramdaman yung pagod na, why do I choose to do things all at once? When I could have just focused on one and do it with optimal quality.
Yeah.
Ganyan. So ngayon, parang iniisip ko na lang na magpo-focus muna ako sa isang bagay while being kind to myself, by taking notes on how could I rest more, how could I do this more effectively. Nung una kasi nawala sa equation yung pahinga.
Mm.
Like, gawa, tas, napagsasabay-sabay siya. Tapos, may mga times na nagiging suboptimal yung quality. So, ngayon, ayun, this is my resting era.
Yeah.
And,
I love that. I think we need to understand that whatever things na nasa plate natin, kailangan pa rin talaga natin ng rest. And yung rest actually, kasama siya sa equation ng time management. So, guys, if you want to know more about time management, I have a video on that. Ito siya. Ding! Lalabas dyan yung
thank you.
Ayan siya. I have a video on that wherein I discussed 5 steps from a medical expert in the US. And ayun, marami tayong discuss dyan ng mga new things siguro. May mga own versions din ako ng mga strategies and techniques. So if you're interested doon, click on that video. And ayun, siguro on my end naman when it comes to goals changing, of course, yes. And I feel like medyo similar kami ni Ray na when I was younger, I always have this goal na at the age of like 25 or 26, I must be a PhD graduate already. So, may mga ganun akong goals noon to the point na kaya ako dumiretso rin agad kaya ako tinapos yung undergraduate ko in 3.5 years para magkaroon ng 6 months na rest, and then after that, diretso ako ng grad school. Then after grad school, I actually started ng PhD ko for 1 semester, but then, ito na yung change na na-realize ko na there's a whole new world. A whole new world. There's a whole realm na hindi lang sa agriculture. Ang pinaka naging turning point ko noon is that when I studied for my master's and I finished my thesis, ang na-realize ko, may gap tayo when it comes to educating and communicating the scientific principles that we have to our audience, to the general public. And ayun yung parang gap na gusto kong i-address. So, I took management. Nung nag-start ako ng PhD, hindi ako nag-take ng science subjects. Ang nakalagay sa curriculum ko is that PhD in horticulture. Pero ang subject ko nung first semester ko ng PhD ay management. Bakit ako nag-take ng management? It's because I want to know the intricacies of organizing ChatGPT and leverage.
M dash.
Like, I wanted to know the nuances. Like, I wanted to know the intricacies of how to manage an organization as someone na, well, ito yung pinaka-realization ko kasi, I don't want to be boxed within a system. So, instead of fitting in a specific table and getting my own chair in a specific table, why not create the whole office, di ba? So, ayun yung parang nagiging goal ko na to start the things that I am really passionate about. Thus, there's Sprout of Philippines, a youth-serving organization now registered under the National Youth Commission.
Wow.
There goes Yabong Pilipinas, which is a passion project of mine. I have the goal to democratize access to agricultural education through social media. There goes this channel, which is more of like a go-to guide for people who are adulting by learning through experiences ng mga tao na nakaranas na yan years ago, etc. And I feel like ito yung mga goals na nagbabago. If I'm gonna go back to my 20-year-old self, maybe, what? Hindi ka prof sa university or what? Or hindi ka PhD? So, ayun yung mga ganap. And that is also to account external factors. So dito na papasok. Kanina sinabi natin na the only thing that you can control is yourself. But you can adapt sa external environment. This is something that I learned from management. Ngayon, paangat na ang AI, the technology space, etc. there will be a time siguro maybe years from now na sobrang dali na lang gumawa ng contents, etc. So why not start now kung kailan hindi pa masyadong boom yung sobrang daming technologies on that specific area. Ayun. So, ayun yung mga goals na meron ako ngayon. So, it is not anchored na sa specific position or title, but more on a mission for the greater good. And as we end, and as I call the music theme,
Come on, church.
joke lang,
That,
end to end, ano ang sasabihin nyo sa self nyo na graduating? Siguro pagkatapos yung i-turn yung sablay nyo from right to left.
You be... Yun yung isa na
You visit.
sasabihin ko, take part and forgive yourself.
Oo.
Kasi if I were to acknowledge failures that will turn into success, mas magiging maganda yung perspective ko sa life in the future. And given na I was anxious na, it would help siguro if I were to have some kind of confidence.
if I can communicate with myself, like 3 years ago, I would say that there will be moments that you will be anxious about. Those moments that you would need to explore or you would need to learn new things, experience new things. And it is very important that you brave them to go through with them. And kasi kilala ko yung sarili ko. Alam ko na may something wrong kapag dinadelay ko siya. Alam ko anxious ako kapag may ginagawa ako na other things aside from the things that I need to actually do. And it's still a constant battle until now with me na I get to delay everything kapag na-anxious ako or like may new things na na-explore. Like, dun pumapasok ko yung thoughts na, ay, hindi ko kaya to, ganyan. But it is very important na malaman mo how to get over, kaya mo. Kaya mo. And just do it.
Yung sa akin naman ay, if I'm gonna go back to August 3, 2022, nakalimutan ko na kasi kung 3 or 6 eh. So, i-shoot natin yung dalawa. Siguro ang sasabihin ko ay padayo. Napapabago.
That is so basic of you. Kung hindi ka nag-isipan, pagod ka na.
Hindi. Ito sabihin, sige, I will translate it to English.
Padeya.
Continue.
Kala ko padeya.
Hindi, reason ka. Ayun. Siguro it's continue doing things greater than yourself. Kasi, as someone na visionary and want to leave something in this world that's valuable and people can actually use, parang, ayun yung naging major mission ko. That's why I do things na parang with a higher mission. And that drives me to move forward. So, just know that whatever challenges na darating sa life, and there will be a lot of it, what matters more are the people who really care about you, and that every step of the way, there will be people who's gonna affirm you of the impact that you are doing sa mga buhay nila. And yeah,
Bro.
just know that you will meet a lot of people and you will touch their lives. So, padayon, continue doing what you are doing. Oh, na-touch siya. Anyway, so I think that's it for this episode. Thank you very much, Chris and Ray, for being with me in this episode here at Josh et al. Gusto nyo ba i-plug ang mga socials nyo? Wag.
Pag na,
Wag.
marami naman ako followers.
Oo, hindi wala kailangan. Wala nga akong subscriber.
Magsusubscribe ako.
Nakakaawa ka naman. Anyway, I think that's it for this episode. Again, thank you for listening. If you want to learn more about adulting, productivity, and just life in 20s in general, I think you will like this episode.
Yeah. Because we're likable.
Anyway, I think that's it. Thank you very much. Bye.
Bye!
Ubo. Paano, Aray?